This FWT Live broadcast of the 2013 Formula Kart Productions Florida Winter Tour is presented exclusively by Ocala Grand Prix. Check them out online at ocalagrandprix.com. And we are racing in junior, and that is a lot of go-karts down into turn one here at OGP. And we got several drivers out on the outside that get hung out. Right now it looks like Issa into the second spot. Looks like Issa into second to me as they make their way up through. And for those of you watching online, please bear with us as our primary live camera is having a problem right now, so we'll give you what we can. And Kirkwood leading over Correa as they make their way back across the stripe. And then about 6 cars together, that would be Weprin, Salvucci, Estep, Garrison, and Ashley Rajero right there together coming through turn number 2. We got a car off down in turn number 3. Yellow flags flying down in turn 1. Your leader's now back up to the carousel. Pressure, and Issa goes to the point. A big move, but here comes Kirkwood right back by him as they come off of the final corner, and so a double pass. Issa with a super strong move up into the carousel. Washed out to the outside. Kirkwood held it low and immediately goes back by. Weprin still third, Salvucci fourth, and Trenton Estep rounding out our top 5. Here comes Ashley Rajero, started 22nd in the pre-final, made her way up to 11th. Now Ashley Rajero, the number 221, up from 11th to 6th. Keep your eye on the number 221 of Rajero. She started in 22nd in the pre-final, currently running in the 6th spot, and now she's making a move to try to get up into 4th. Your leader. Look at this battle. I wish, man, our primary camera is down at the moment, and we have got one heck of a race going on here in junior. So again, our apologies to those of you online. We just lost part of our broadcast. Watching the battle now as we make our way around. We're going to use some of our marshalling cameras, which are not set up for broadcast, so please forgive the way that looks online. Those are not usually used for broadcast, but with the loss of our live camera. And here we go. We got lots of action there between Weprin and Jordan Perry trying to make his way by Weprin for that 3rd spot. Perry with a feint down the inside. Our leader back through turn 7. That's what we call the tree turn here. And here's that battle. Weprin with pressure. And here goes Salvucci. No, excuse me. That would be Jordan Perry. Perry with pressure and goes by. So I'll have to confirm the cart number as they make their way past me. That's the 289. And that actually is Ignacio Salvucci. So Weprin had gotten by Salvucci for the 3rd spot momentarily. But then immediately Weprin went right back by. Keeping our eye on that battle at the front, which is not too close, so I'm going to fade back and see Salvucci now has gotten back by Weprin. So Salvucci back to the 3rd spot. Weprin in 4th. For those of you online, we are working on this problem with our primary, so bear with us. You're going to see some crazy-looking pictures, but that's because those cameras are not set up for broadcast. Watching the battle now, Salvucci able to open up a slight gap, about 2 kart lengths back to Weprin in the 4th spot, and then Jordan Perry about another 2 car lengths back. Our leaders coming out of turn number 6 now, still with a substantial gap between 1st and 2nd, and then a big gap back to that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Jordan Perry now with pressure on Weprin for the 5th spot. Salvucci able to pull away a little bit, but here comes Jordan Perry as they make their way up into the carousel. Perry now about a half a car length behind Weprin as they come across start-finish. And Perry goes by. Perry into the 4th spot. Jordan Perry goes by in 1. Jack Weprin back to 5th. So Salvucci was able to use that battle between Perry and Weprin to get away a little bit, but now Jordan Perry is starting to reel in Salvucci. Salvucci, the Argentinian driver. Our leader, Kyle Kirkwood, back through the carousel. He will open up lap number 10 now, lap 10 of 24. We see that Thomas Issa now is starting to close the gap a bit. On that lap, the gap was 0.597 of a second. Online, we're seeing that's first and second going through turn 3. Then here comes that battle between Salvucci and now Jordan Perry is very close to the Argentinian as they make their way down into turn 4. Perry less than half a cart length now, looking for a way by as they make their way out of turn number 6. Down into the tree turn, Salvucci still leading. Jack Weprin now with pressure from Anthony Patak. Our winner last weekend in the Formula Kart racing event, Anthony Patak, now putting pressure on Jack Weprin for that 5th spot. Now we see Salvucci opening up that position a little bit. He's got about a 4-car length back to Jordan Perry, but Jordan Perry now coming under pressure from Jack Weprin as they make their way out of the carousel. Online, that's the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th right there. That's Ignacio Salvucci, Jordan Perry, Jack Weprin, Anthony Patak, and Austin Garrison now part of that mix as well. And so our leader is back down to the straightaway, opening up lap number 13 of a schedule 24. That's Kyle Kirkwood out front. We're watching him online with a fairly substantial gap over the 2nd place car of Thomas Issa. It appeared that Issa was starting to reel Kirkwood in for a little while, but now the gap actually opening up just slightly. Fade back to the next group of cars. And change of position there as Jordan Perry succumbs to the pressures from Jack Weprin. Perry goes to 5th, Weprin to 4th. So we're now picking up that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Right now the battle for 4th and 5th, that's the blue driver's suit belongs to Jack Weprin, and then the green suit belonging to Jordan Perry. And again, Weprin 4th, Perry 5th. Just ahead of that battle, you see the bright orange and black suit of Ignacio Salvucci, the Argentinian driver, who is in the 3rd spot. Our leader, Kyle Kirkwood, is well and clear out front and alone. A fairly substantial gap back to Thomas Issa, the Jamaican, in the 2nd spot. And then a big gap back to that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Online, we're watching the battle for 4th and 5th between Jack Weprin and Jordan Perry as that continues to run. They make their way through the final turn. I call it the carousel, leading on to the finishing straight. Another good battle a little further behind them. That is Austin Garrison, Ashley Rogero, and Anthony Patak having a good battle. So Anthony Patak, who made his way up through the field rather quickly now, has faded back to 9th. Our leaders now working lap 17 of the scheduled 24. Our leaders working 17 of 24. Oh, and Jack Weprin, we're watching that battle online. Weprin with a big mistake down in turn 1, just pounded the curbs. That allows Jordan Perry to get right up under the back bumper of Weprin. That battle for 4th and 5th. Top 3 fairly solid right now in our junior competition. Kirkwood, your leader, back across the stripe. He will open up lap 18, opening lap 18 of a scheduled 24. Falling back a little further in the field there, I think that's the battle for Juan Manuel Correa and Austin Garrison. And Ashley Rojero's in that mix as well, I believe. And actually, Ashley, yep, pulling up. She started 22nd in the pre-final, then made her way up as high as 7th at one point, currently running in 8th, Ashley Rojero in 8th. And that's the battle we're watching there. Juan Manuel Correa, Austin Garrison, and Ashley Rojero running right together on the racetrack. Watching online, that battle again in 6th, 7th, and 8th. One of the best races in the race, and we try to watch the racing as close to the front as we can. Correa with pressure from Austin Garrison, and then Ashley Rojero right there as well. We see that battle between Weprin and Perry continuing right there just out of the foreground of the shot. And change of position there as it looks like Garrison finally getting by Juan Correa. I'll have to confirm that, and that is correct. Austin Garrison now getting by Correa, moving up one spot in that battle. 2 to go for our leaders, ladies and gentlemen. 2 to go. Kyle Kirkwood is so far out front. Starting to thinking about that zip code status. And coming through turn 7 now is Kyle Kirkwood. As he makes his way up toward the carousel, he'll see the white flag, this time by the stand. Online, we've moved our, I was going to say we were watching the battle for 3rd and 4th, but now we're going to follow our leader on the white flag lap, which is our tradition here at the Florida Winter Tour. The leader gets their love on the last lap. Kyle Kirkwood has led this one from the start and quite substantially, so we haven't seen the leader at all pretty much. And now on his final lap, the number 228. A dominating performance this weekend. He's on pole for both days. He won the pre-final, and now barring any shenanigans, the 228 comes through the carousel for the final time, and the young man will take the win in round 5 here at FWT. A happy Kyle Kirkwood takes the win. Coming home second, Thomas Issa, a solid run for the double race winner at Homestead during round 3 and 4. Ignacio Salvucci with a strong run comes home in the 3rd spot. Jack Weprin 4th, and rounding out the top 5 is Jordan Perry with a solid run for that young man. Austin Garrison 6th, Ashley Rogero 7th, Juan Correa 8th, Javier Gonzalez 9th, and Dominic Tesoro unofficially rounding out our top 10. Good race. If you guys saw this one, it was exciting. In fact, the first 2 laps, I just about had a heart attack. Sponsored by our host here at Ocala Grand Prix, our Rotax Junior Max category. A solid run once again on the podium. Ignacio Salvucci is 3rd. Ignacio. Double wins in Homestead. Almost pulled it off again here in Ocala. Coming home second, Thomas Issa is 2nd. Thank you, Robert Gumpenberger. And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, he came into this weekend and put it on top of the qualifying sheets for both days and then brings home the double win on the day. Kyle Kirkwood is your winner. Hey, buddy. Kyle, congratulations, number 1. And yes, you're now officially too tall to stand on the podium and talk to me. So first off, congratulations. What a great way to start the weekend, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome. I really didn't know what was going on behind me. I just know after about 10 laps, I think, I just pulled away just a little bit.
Yeah. Now, I've got to ask, Laguna Seca, what was it like?
Oh, it was awesome. It's a great track to be at. It has a lot of elevation changes, a lot of corners. Corkscrew is really fun. You can't really see the second turn. Yeah.
You just look for the tree and hope you're turning right?
Yep, exactly.
For those of you that aren't aware, Kyle is the winner of the Skip Barber Racing Awards program in 2012 here at the Florida Winter Tour, and he's been going to a lot of racetracks and having a lot of fun. But we're back to the Florida Winter Tour. Who's helping you this weekend to get to the top of the podium?
I'd like to thank my mechanic, Mike, George, Nate, Mario, my parents, my grandparents, and all of OGP.
Congratulations, young man. And a deserving winner indeed. If you saw the race, he drove a commanding race, won the race. Very substantial win for Kyle Kirkwood. Once again, looking good for the weekend here in Ocala. Second place belonged to Thomas Issa, and then Ignacio Salvucci once again on the podiums here at the Florida Winter Tour.